What is going on, guys? AJ Bodie here, back with another video. Today I want to talk about why people don't invest and why you as a individual can start investing today. If you are anywhere between the age of 18 to 25, I highly recommend you guys start investing. Even age 18 to 30 to 35, 40, just invest. I'm telling you right now. So let's just get into it. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And let's just get into it. Seriously. People always ask, and yes, I'm writing scripts in my videos now because, I got a few comments saying that my speech is kind of trash. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read from a script instead of, I don't know what they call it. All right. People always ask why so many people don't invest. The answer isn't because everyone is unintelligent. It's usually one of three things. Let me take these off. First, they don't have extra money. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you're living, you every time you get a paycheck, you spend it. If you're investing feels impossible when you're trying to pay rent, buy groceries, or keep the lights on, right? Keeping the lights on, that's like fucking, oh my goodness. Don't get me started on that shit. Second, they're afraid. They hear stories about people losing money in the stock market, so they leave their cash sitting around in a bank. Where inflation quietly reduces its purchasing power, right? And that is an actual thing. Third, they never learn. Most people don't get taught how to invest in school. Schools don't teach that at all. And I hate the school system for that. They're assholes. Many people they grow up in families where no one invests. If you've ever seen, it, right? If you've never, ever seen it, like ever, you never know, you don't know what to invest, how to invest. Your dad never taught you how to do anything like that. It's easy to think that investing is only for the wealthy people, right? Some people also keep making excuses. They say, oh, they'll start next week, next year, wait for the perfect time, or think they need to balance their financial sheets first, or they need to save up a bit more. Here's the truth. You don't need to have an expert to build wealth. If you regularly invest on a broad, low cost index, a low cost index, right? Low cost index fund, and leave it alone for years. History shows that the overall stock market generally grown over the long periods of time, even though it goes up and down. You don't need to you don't need to know which company will be the next big winner, right? You just need to know a small piece of many companies, right? Or you just you need to own a small piece of companies. I'm fucking up the script. And give your money time to grow. Like, that's really important right there. If you don't give your money time to grow, you're a fucking idiot. You're gonna invest at age 50 and then you're fucked because you're gonna die at age 70, 80, 90, 100. Whereas if you invest right now when you're like 20, 22, 25, you'll have a lot better chance of becoming a millionaire by the time you're 50. You're like, oh, 50, that's insane. I'm not going to make it to there. But what if you do? That's why I always tell people, you're going to make it to 50. Trust me, you will. And if you don't, then you'll be dead and you won't have anything to worry about. And it will all be for nothing. Man, let me tell you, life is about nothing. You do nothing in life. Like, think about everything that we're fighting for. What is it all for? You're going to die. Here's the truth. You don't have to. The biggest mistake isn't picking the right. The biggest mistake isn't picking the wrong stock. For most people, it's never investing at all. So that's why I tell you guys, just start. Just start. That's it. With anything in life, just start. It's not about doing the wrong thing. It's about not starting. The biggest mistake that people make is never investing at all. Time is one of the most powerful advantages. Time is a resource that you can never get back. So one of the most powerful advantages that you have, and every year you wait is a year of potential growth you'll never get back, ever. You don't need to be rich. You don't need a perfect timing, and you don't need to know everything. You just need to start and stay consistent and be patient. That goes for everything in life. Everything. That goes for your money. That goes for your body. That goes for building relationships. Now, out of those three, relationships are the most volatile. Relationships are much more volatile than the stock market. And the reason being is because human emotion is very unpredictable. It's very weird. It's very weird how it works. Your money will grow regardless in the stock market. It grows like on the low end, like a really low end, 5% increase every year. On a high end, what the hell? On a high end, it's 10%, right? 20, even 22%. That'd be fucking insane. But that's usually unrealistic. Usually it's around 8 to 10%. But at least you'll know that shit grows each year. With relationships, it's like, yeah, it's going to grow, but there's so many obstacles at hand when it comes to relationships. Like, for example, your wife or girlfriend could leave you for another man. Your wife or girlfriend could leave you because she's unhappy, or because she has a job opportunity, or because she has to move, or because she could even die, which is crazy to think about, but that's just how it is. She could be a fearful avoidant. Oh, I do love you, but it's hard to love when I've never been loved before. Oh, my self-esteem is so low that I'm thinking to myself, why would you love me? You're weird. Why would you love anybody like me? Why would you ever love someone like me? So that's more unpredictable than the stock market. So let me just by the way, I'm off script now. So if you guys want to click off, because that I basically just told you what you need to know. So if you want to click off, go ahead. But if you haven't clicked off yet, thanks. Go ahead and hit subscribe and like the video. So I was working with my coworker the other day, and he's about, I don't know, fucking 80 years old, 70 years old. I have no idea how old he is, but he was like baking, and I was like, hey man. He was like, he came up to me and he was like, hey man, if you could invest or not invest, if you could have any job, right, as a profession, what would it be? Not here. Like, do you like working here? I said, no, I hate working here. He said, if you could have any job, what would it be then? I said, sleeping. He said, you can't choose that. It's not a profession. I said, okay. I said, then I probably want to be a business investor, or not a business investor, a financial investor or a stock market investor. And he said, well, yeah, but you need like college for that. I said, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, no, I'm so serious, you don't. And he doesn't know that I have almost $100,000 in the stock market at age 22 years old. And yes, that would have been a lot more impressive 2 years ago if I were to say I'm 20 years old and I have $100,000 in the stock market. And it's an ever-growing fund that I'm just going to keep for the rest of my life. But I'm 22 years old and I almost have $100,000 in the stock market. So that's cool. Not in the stock market, I guess overall in wealth, in net worth, I guess. I'm not talking about I'm talking about like in funds that I can liquidate. I'm not talking about, I this little fucking fucking, I don't even know what they fucking call this shit. But oh, I can sell this. No, it's like I can actually liquidate my funds if I actually needed to. Except for my 401k because it's like fuck me, I need to take a, what was it, like a 10% penalty or something if I take it out early. And then it's also like my Roth IRA, I can only take out what I've uh, earned instead of what I've contributed, and so that's kind of weird. But it, it it's really, to me it's kind of interesting how people do not invest because it's just like, oh, I don't know what the fuck to do because I'm a fucking idiot because I have a fucking family that I have to take care of, or oh, I have responsibilities, and it's like they're single and they have to pay for their fucking Ford F-150 or some shit like that. They live a life that makes them live paycheck to paycheck. I live on $12,000 a year. Okay. Now the biggest, and I do mean the biggest. It's the biggest bill that you will ever have in your entire life. It's rent or paying for your house. Your house is fucking bullshit. I hate the fucking housing industry. I hate that shit. Oh my goodness, $1,200 for a fucking apartment? Are you fucking kidding me, man? For a single apartment, it's $1,200. You guys are fucking ridiculous. You guys are assholes. It should be $500 a month max. Why is it any more than that? That is ridiculous. You guys are fucking ridiculous. The fact that you think that we're going to pay, which we are paying, $1,200 a month is crazy. I'd rather just buy a Tesla and live there for the rest of my life. It's fucking insane. I hate that shit so much. I'd rather just cut a deal with somebody like, hey, I'll pay you $50 a month just to park my fucking Tesla on your yard or something, or hey, I'll pay you $50 a month to do this, or I'll pay you $200 a month just to park right here in your parking. You have space right here, I'll do it. Cool. You get an extra $200 a month. I get to park my fucking Tesla anywhere I want. It's good. It's great. It's great. It's really great. I don't have a Tesla. I have a motorcycle, so I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to like, if I ever get kicked out of my dad's house, I'm gonna have to like find a way to live. Definitely not getting an apartment. That is fucking stupid. Like, how stupid do you have to be to get an apartment at my ripe age of fucking 22? That is fucking stupid. Like, I will die on this hill when I say you should not move out of your parents' house until you're at least 26. And you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, you're missing out on so much opportunity. No, you're not. You're literally not. What are you guys doing? Most people go out in the world to explore shit. Oh, I'm going to college. They go to college and they waste their time there. They party, they drink, they smoke, they do drugs, and they become bums. They get a degree that then they just work at fucking Taco Bell. Oh, I actually have a degree in philosophy. I actually have a degree I'm a veterinarian, but I work at Starbucks. I actually have a degree in business. Oh, but I work at Kroger. Fucking really, dude? Really? It's fucking dumb. It's dumb. Guys, just invest in the stock market. I'm telling you right now, just do it. All right, peace and love. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.